cool.
Not cool.
Not in my house, not anywhere.
It's not creative.
It's offensive to gay people.
And you're better than that.
Try to buy 5 or 6 minutes. You know, he's much better if we can get to the 6-minute mark instead of trying to play him 8, 9 minutes.
Thanks, Audi.
All right.
And before the game, C. Webby told us that he had coached the Clippers, but not these Clippers.
No, not his talent did not match the talent of this Clipper team. You're exactly right.
You know, it was interesting. He said, I'm not going to tell my team this is a must game. That's not his style.
Yeah, he was saying he didn't want that to scare him, and if they lost, have them think, what do you do now? But, you know, a wise friend of mine told me what Billie Jean King said, and she said pressure is a privilege. And, you know, he said some of his players understand that, too. And those players that understand that pressure is a privilege, he lets them know how serious the game is.
Boy, that was really a lot of wisdom in that comment by the great tennis player, Billie Jean King.
And even more in the gentleman that told me that earlier, Mr. Stockton.
Childress with Morris. Telfair is in there. Robin Lopez is checked in. And the no basket. There's a foul before the play, and Michael Redd is the 5th Suns player. And coming into the game is Eric Bledsoe. And going out is Chris Paul. So the race for the 8th spot once again, and this is the final position. The Utah Jazz with a 1/2 game lead over the Phoenix Suns. Houston losing tonight, missed an opportunity when they lost against the Hornets on the road. Suns have the tiebreaker against both Utah and Houston. It won't mean so unless they get into a tie by the end of the year.
Exactly, and that's why you expect this crowd to be a little more at a feverish pitch, that you expect these guys dive on the floor, because I believe if they don't win tonight, with the records of the rest of their teams and the difficulty in the competition, I don't believe they have a chance to make it to the playoffs.
It's been a while since the Suns did not make the playoffs in consecutive years, but that's what looms here. Here is Markieff Morris, double teamed right now, and gets it inside to Childress, knocked away. Lopez had it, and it was last touched by the Clippers with 1.9 on the shot clock.
One of the Phoenix Suns' biggest weaknesses is the bench and bench production. You see that clearly now.
You have to go back to the '88 season when the Suns have missed the playoffs in consecutive years. Clippers up by 2 with the ball, and an errant pass by Bledsoe. So by the Clippers.
I'm not mad at that turnover. Bledsoe knows it was a bad pass, but he had the right idea with the streaky Mo Williams down the court on the left side outside the hash mark. Just didn't deliver it well. Good concept.
Suns looking to tie it up or take the lead. That's the turnover story. Suns committed most of theirs early on, and the Clippers made them pay. Michael Redd drawing the foul. What a story for Michael Redd. Twice suffering torn knee ligaments, and a comeback season for him. Joining the Suns this year after 11 years with the Bucks. He was the go-to guy. A lot of go-to guys now coming off the bench to contribute.
Definitely.
Right now, let's take a look at the NBA National Television Big Board. Full slate of games across the networks, and that's what they look like. Now the Rockets fighting for the 8th spot as well, and they have to play at Miami Sunday on NBA TV.
Some exciting games down to the wire. This is a fan's dream heading into playoffs.
Well, the urgency is here. There's no question about it to make the playoffs, and then you worry about trying to spring an upset if you are not one of the 4 home teams in the first round. Blake Griffin back in the game. He has 15 points, but only 1 since the first 10.5 minutes of the game. Here's Mo Williams going out to Griffin. Passes up the shot. Goes low to Martin. He hits the rim, and the follow is good by Eric Bledsoe.
That's one of those plays that makes a difference in the game. A small guard coming in, getting a rebound amongst the trees, laying it up. You don't want to let that happen.
What about Blake Griffin's defense as Telfair drives it in? What's your assessment of Blake Griffin as a defensive end?
I definitely feel like Griffin get better as a defender. I mean, you know, he's a young player, but right now you would have to say he's solid. I think it's...
Mo Williams goes by everybody. Suns stood around as Mo Williams drove in as if it were practice.
We need to talk about Suns defense right there, because no communication, no ball movement.
Morris this going in. And an offensive interference call will be made against the Suns. Interfered with the ball above the cylinder. Let's see if that's the case.
That's a tough call.
Glad I don't have to make it.
When I went to get my first new car, my dad said to get a Subaru because they last. He drives a Legacy, but I'm nothing like him. I got the new Impreza. Maybe I should have picked a different color.
The all-new Subaru Impreza. Experience love that lasts.
Wouldn't it be great to be the boss of your very own race team? It can happen when you enter the Quicken Loans You're the Boss sweepstakes. Win, and for one amazing weekend, you'll be an honorary co-owner of Stewart-Haas Racing. Not only will you get to hang with Tony Stewart and Ryan Newman, you'll walk away with $10,000 just for being large and in charge. So enter the Quicken Loans You're the Boss sweepstakes today at QLRacing.com.
TBS presents a brand new comedy series, Men at Work.
How about her? She's cute, but that skin color is not found in nature.
And by work,
tonight we go out. Trust me, can't dwell on this breakup forever.
we mean play.
It's been like an hour. And yet we're still talking about it.
Men at Work, a brand new comedy series, premieres Thursday, May 24th on TBS. Very funny.
From Maine to Maui, thousands of high school students across the country are getting in on the action by volunteering in their communities.
It's great helping others, and it feels good too. Are you in? Whoa!
Anyone can do it. All it takes is a little time. Are you in?
Action teams of high school students are joining Volunteers of America and Major League Baseball players to help train and inspire the next generation of volunteers.
It's easy to start an action team at your school, so you too can get in on the action.
Are you in? Get in on the action at actionteam.org.
The NBA on TNT is presented by State Farm, and this is a banner year for the Clippers. Best regular season winning percentage in franchise history, 28 years in the league. This is what they've done. Previous best mark was during the 74-75 season. Yes, they were known as the Buffalo Braves. Bob McAdoo.
Nice wristband.
Yeah. Hey, I'm reading this. Sam Cassell and the Clips came within a game of reaching. Nice pants by Dr. Jack Ramsey,
Bell bottoms,
who coached the Braves. Danny Manning, Larry Brown won nearly 55% of the game. This is the 5th trip to postseason for the Clippers. Vinny Del Negro leading the way. They've won 1 series. And that was the last time they were here 6 years ago in the postseason. And a foul before the shot. And it was Josh Childress with the foul. Vinny Del Negro, second season with the Clippers. He was 82-82 with the Bulls and played for 5 teams in a 12-year career. Good shooter.
Yeah, really good shooter. And right now for the Clippers, you'd love to see 1-2 step. I may be putting him in harm's way, almost like throwing the ball to a receiver across the middle for a linebacker to just crush him.
While we wait for the decision, talk about a possible Clipper-Memphis Grizzly first-round match.
Whoa. I get to talk. Whoa. Wow. Oh, my goodness. I tell you this, Blake Griffin, I love his game, but him and Zebo, they will go at it. And you look at that big bear up there, the other Casal brother, you look at him. Those two guys are ready for war in the paint. And I think it's going to – I would not pick a winner. I actually said every team needs to watch out for the Memphis Grizzlies. Rudy Gay's back. You watch out for the Grizzlies.
I don't think anyone wants to play that team. You're going to have to play who you're going to have to play. But as you look at a Western Conference playoff first round, if it started today, and it doesn't.
Right.
That's the way it would look.
Yeah, no.
That's the 4-5 matchup. That would be.
And if you're 8-5, 6 and 7, all you want is to get one of those wins on the road, and you think that you can actually win that series. I tell you, that Lakers-Dallas series is going to be, if it were to happen, would be something special.
And that's going to be the ejection. It'll be a flagrant 2. And Robin Lopez leaves the court.
Anytime you come around the neck and head area, whether it's warranted or not, whether you tried it or not, it was too hard of a foul. Good call by the officials after they had time to evaluate it.
Mo Williams, by the way, also gets a technical foul.
Well, we call that a little man tech. Like when your point guard, he has to come over and help the big fella as if he was going to be, the bodyguard in that situation. So that's pats on the back to Williams stepping up for his big guy, even though he wasn't going to do anything.
Were you ever the victim of a little late? Of course, Sacramento, great playoff team. Did you ever look to see who you're going to play and what the possible playoff matchups would be?
All the time, yes. Of course you did. You didn't necessarily want to avoid anyone, but you wanted to play certain teams. You knew who your team matched up well against. You knew what the season record was. You knew who your opponent was that you could dominate on the floor. So, yes, now, if you don't get there to that standard you want, you'll still live and make it another day, but you definitely scored a lot.
Telfair makes the tee, and the Suns will have the ball. Blake Griffin, I'm sorry, that was the free throw on Mo Williams' technical foul. Griffin now will shoot the 2 shots because of the Robin Lopez flagrant 2.
Blake Griffin for something. Getting congratulated by the home fans, hopefully not for the last time this year.
As he was ejected.
Keep your hands down, make every shot count.
Right before the break, you see right here, Lopez was not going to let the poster boy Blake Griffin posterize him. That is a flagrant 2. Not only did he come around the neck, the head, but it was intentional. And as you see here, flagrant foul 1 is unnecessary contact committed by a player. And secondly, flagrant foul 2 is unnecessary and excessive contact committed by a player. And that was unexcessive and unsportsmanlike. Great call by the officials. Way to clear this game up.
Clippers by 2 with under 5 minutes to go. And a 5-second violation. Didn't get the ball in time. This is an important game, crucial game for the Suns, playing at home, trying to tie Utah for the 8th and final spot. And if the Suns don't deliver tonight against these Clippers, you can point to one area. That's turnovers, because the points off of turnovers, 24-7 in favor of the Clippers. But it's a 2-point ball. Picked up by Griffin on the switch, and Nash hits. The surprise there, he has 9.
You're exactly right. It is no surprise. He could not shoot the whole game, and you know he's going to take over the 4th quarter. That's why he and Chris Paul, who would do the same, is so much fun to watch.
Chris Paul goes out, pass into the corner. Caron Butler